Good morning. Happy Monday. Pamela here with Passionate About Scrapbooking, your Stampin' Up demonstrator. I'm here today with Make It Monday live with Pamela, where I show you how to create a 2-page scrapbook layout. And today we are using the green and gold suite, Seasons of Green and Gold. All these beautiful products, papers, stamps, embellishments, went live on July 3rd. They are our online exclusive products, so you won't find them in a mini catalog or a regular catalog. You will only find them online at my Stampin' Up website, which is, my hand's way up here, is passionateaboutscrapbooking.stampinup.net. So if you go there and click on the shop link and look under online exclusive, you'll see all of our beautiful new online exclusive products, plus online exclusives from the past that are still available. So lots and lots of wonderful products. And during the month of July 3rd through July 31st, let me find my catalog, you will be able to earn $5 in bonus cash for every $50 that you spend. So it's really awesome deal. So I have my specials inside here. So there's it's called the bonus days. So earn to redeem $50 coupon that they will email you when you place your order of $50 or more. If you spend $100, you'll get $10. $150, you'll get $15 in coupons. So you will be able to redeem those in August. And then here is my July host code. If you want to screenshot that or write that down real quick, you can place your orders of less than $150, so $149.99 or less. Excuse me. Good morning, Debbie. And use this host code right here. That will help me or be able to order product. I'll get product credit on those orders, and I'll be able to order products for my craft along, my classes that I do, so I can get product, goodies and freebies and things that'll be coming up in the near future, hopefully. So just order. You'll go to my website. Actually, I will drop it in the comments here as well. I think I have it somewhat handy. Let me see. Copy the link. And I'll type in here July host code link. We'll do that. Probably the easiest way. And you just have to click on that link to be able to, it'll take you right to my website. It'll insert the code for you. So it makes it really super simple. Pretty awesome. All right, so I'm excited for what I am sharing today. Excited to play with. You can see this was some of the samples using this collection. I created this card a couple of weeks ago, and look how beautiful it turned out. So much to mention. There's 2 different types of vellum paper packs. And then also, let me do something. I haven't entered everything into my description yet, but I did grab a link to the, let's see, Season of Green and Gold Suite collection. So here's a link to, this does not include my hostess code, but it does take you to my website. So I'll share that one as well. And then I'll put it in the description when I'm done today. But some really awesome, beautiful products to use. And I think I did just a little bit of paper on the inside of that card. So really fun Christmas card. If you're ready to start your Christmas card making, this is the collection for you. You can bring in some reds and things like that. It's primarily, today I'm primarily using greens and pecan pie, maybe with a little bit of the cherry cobbler, adhesive back berries. So we'll see how it all comes together. And then here is the online exclusives flyer. So that shares with you in a flyer format all the products that are available. So you can, of course, buy them all individually, but then you can also buy them as a collection right over here where you get everything. There's also some ribbon. Don't know that I'll use the ribbon today. And then this is what I used last Friday for my Feel Good Friday card. Or I did a, what did I do? I don't remember what I did on, oh, I did this is actually what I did on Wednesday. So let me share with you just a sneak peek of that real quick. This is what I created with that collection on Wednesday. So I'd already created this card and I did my 8.5 by 11 for Story and Sketch. It's funny, I'm having a hard time keeping up with everything because I'm creating so much lately. On Friday, I did the changing leaves. I don't have a flyer on that right now, but you can see all of that information on my website. And I'm going to put that someplace I can find it hopefully later. So tell me how your day's going, where you're viewing from. We're in the Texas Hill Country, in Texas, of course. Sending out my prayers to all my friends and family out in the Houston area, all and around there, because they are going to have a rough day today. Here in the Texas Hill Country in Fredericksburg, Texas, it's overcast. I see a little bit of blue sky around, and I don't think we're going to get any rain out of any of this. So according to the forecast, we're not. We got some rain a couple of days prior, but so we're safe here. So no worries for us here, but do lift up our prayers to those affected. All right, so let's get started. I have the basic layout ready. I had a mishap with some photos. I had some cardstock in my 4x6, I guess, to do journaling. I didn't realize it. So a bunch of my photos, or a couple of my photos that I printed off, printed on the cardstock instead of the photo paper. So I'll have to finish up my photos here in a little bit. I think I'm going to try to do a little stamping because I want to play with this stamp set, the Golden Greenery. I did do, as you can see here, some die cutting out of the paper, and I'll show you more about the paper here in just a second. This is the stamp set, so super pretty. There's some two-step stamping right here, these two, and then these two, I believe. Oh, and even the bell. So, and I guess you can do it with the little berries as well. And then these pieces, so these pieces cut these out, I think. So if it's a solid image, usually it's cutting out your stamped images. So we'll probably play with that just a little bit. If it's an outline stamp like this, then you can cut out some of the paper because these match up perfectly with the paper. So I love that about Stampin' Up. So I think we can do some bells as well. So I might do that. I didn't get to that portion yet. We'll have to look through the pattern paper to see what we can do. So we'll do a little bit with that to make a couple of clusters around the page. And then we also have, I'm not sure that I'll use any of the stamps in this, but this is one of my new favorite die sets right here. So this comes as a bundle, or you can buy them separately as well. But we'll look at the design and see how we can incorporate some of those as well. I did do a Cricut cut. So I've got Merry Christmas out of some old, close to my heart, gold foil paper that I still have. And this was from the Silver and Bells, close to my heart, digital collection. But you could find any type of title that said Merry Christmas or whatever you wanted to in your design space, the Cricut design space as well, to do that. It just cut out beautifully, and it goes really well with the gold foil that's in all these papers. So if you can, I'll lift that up, you can see that pretty gold foil. All right, let's see here. So say hello, let me know you're joining me. Okay, so the colors in this paper suite are garden green, mossy meadow, olive, and pecan pie. And then you've got gold, of course, so you could do some gold embossing, I'm assuming. Could even bring in some of that gold enamel effects. So I do believe Stampin' Up! Does have a gold foil paper as well, but I'm just using up my close to my heart product on that first. These are the papers. I think this is one of each, so I'll just show you the front. Look how gorgeous that is. It's got the gold foil in it. And then this is, there's no foil on this side, so that's maybe the mossy meadow or old olive on there. It's got a little bit of a yellow tinge in the background of it, I think. And I've seen a lot, I think it's, I don't know if it's this paper or this one. I've seen where they have sponged on here too with pink and green. So you can change the coloring of this however you want, but that's beautiful. Then there's a pretty background on that. Then we have, this is the paper that I cut these out of. So your dies will cut those out perfectly for you. And then it kind of makes like you have stickers. So it's really awesome. So it does each one of these. So you can go through this whole thing, just kind of, I cut my paper kind of funky so that I can not, so I don't waste any and I don't cut right through something like a straight cut if I want to use it to punch out. And then there's the back of that. So there's some mossy meadow and old olive with that. Full beautiful sheet of those vines and same imagery, but in gold foil. And then the back is a nice fun old olive and mossy meadow texture. Great, I'm about to have kittens here. I may have to go put them up so they don't stress me out. Pumpkin was laying in my on my desk a majority of this morning while I was trying to get ready as well. Here's another one. Here is where I think I could cut out some of these bells. So I might do that. Still deciding what I want to stamp and what I want to cut out. So we'll figure that out along the way. And I'm not sure, I don't think these, I think these are bigger and smaller. Yeah. So maybe you can cut these out. I'm not sure. We'll have to look and play. Oops. Can't pass that up. A good plaid. This one's really pretty. So that old olive and mossy meadow look really great together. And this is a real pretty pattern as well. And you got some wonderful leaves back there. That's what was used on this card. Yeah, they're all under my feet again. All right, so there are your pattern papers. There are 6 patterns, actually a total of 12 because you have front and back. So let me flip that over. Okay, so see all those pretty papers? So you can go with all I think all these have gold foil and then these do not. And you get 2 of each sheet. So total of 12 pieces of paper. So it's gonna, you can make scrapbook, multiple scrapbook pages. Here comes pumpkin, and then multiple cards and things like that. All Christmas cards, whatever. This is that beautiful vellum. It's nice and thick, and you can cut these out as well with the some of the dies. I did that on that card right here. Okay, these 2 pieces. Hey, Mr. Pumpkin. So I cleaned up my desk over here somewhat. I mean, I've got my papers over here that I'm using right now, but I'm gonna have to keep it all cleaned and picked up while we have these kittens. We're trying to get rid of the 2, the black and white one and the black one. So if you know of anyone local, of course, or anywhere in the Texas Hill Country, all the way, I go to San Angelo on occasion too. So anyhow, so these are the beautiful vellum papers. This is a real pretty texture. I think maybe you could cut these out too. Yep. So I'm going to lay these over here so you can kind of see how that works. So you can cut those out of the vellum, and then these out of the vellum as well. I think these are the same. Yeah. So you could like cut out all of these if you wanted to. So lots of fun things that I'm going to play around with over the next month. So this is what I'm using for Mondays. We're going to stick with Christmas theme primarily, but I might play around with it a little bit and see what other themes I can come up with, because these would some of these would be great for the mountains, outdoors, I think too. So doesn't have to be strictly Christmas. So we'll play around with that some. All right, got my papers cut. I've got a few photos from this past Christmas that I printed. So we got Kyle, Emily, Bevan, Anita, Charles, these are my in-laws, and then Jeff and I. So that's everybody that was at Christmas Eve here at our house. And then got my title, got my paper cuts. I'm going to set my pictures aside for a minute. I've got all my photo place cards here, so I'll show you where all the pictures will go. And then I'll have to work on printing those. One more thing of coffee, and I'm going to move my coffee away from my workspace. Hey, Lisa, good morning. All right, so I am using the Close to My Heart, Make It From Your Heart, Volume 6. I actually taught a class at convention all about this pattern book. So there are a bunch of fun patterns, and I did a whole Christmas workshop with three 2-page 12-by-12 layouts. See if I can figure out how to say that. And then 1 single page. So I think I'm going to do that throughout the month of July. Just use that workshop guide. So here is Pepper coming and checking things out. So I've decided to use this one right here, which is pattern 17. So here's some samples of what it'll look like. Then I've got my diagram along with cutting pieces. So I actually just used my workshop guide that I created for Operation Smile, I think it was, and helped raise some money for Operation Smile last, I think it was either at the end of June or into July. I think it was into July that we did that. All right, so Mr. Pepper, you're probably going to have to move so that I can get this together. So let me pull out, we'll move these little pieces up here. He's being good right now, just hanging out. I did a banner on my original page, so I cut these little pieces because I might do that as well on here. But we'll just kind of lay this out. This one really doesn't take a whole lot of paper. You know, again, it's just the base, and then it's all the embellishments and everything that you do afterwards. So I'm using Close to My Heart French vanilla cardstock because I have quite a bit of it left, but I was gonna look and I forgot to. I'm not sure if you can get, I'll just look real quick. Let's see, vanilla. There is a very vanilla 12 by 12 cardstock by Stampin Up that's available, and it's a little bit more creamier than and richer. I actually have some in 8.5 by 11, so let me compare the colors to you. I don't have the 12 by 12. I just got, I can grab it, one second. So you can see the difference. There's quite a bit of difference in the color, but I don't have this in 12 by 12. So I'm just using, it kind of looks like White Daisy, but it is French vanilla from Close to My Heart. So when appropriate, I am going to be using up some of my Close to My Heart products when I can. All right, you're going to have to go. Can you say goodbye to everybody? And if you jump back up here, say goodbye. Can you look up? No. They're really laid back. They're such good kittens. Look, 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 look. He's so cute. Pumpkin's the most calm and friendliest one. And they've all been great kittens, but he's just the one I'm 99.9% sure I'm keeping. And we're trying to make arrangements for the other two. All right, so I'm going to lay this out so you can kind of see how it comes together. So this was 3.5 by 12. This was 3 by 12. And then I think, let me look and see, this piece, I think it's 1.5, no, not quite. It's, yeah, this was 1.5 inches. This was the back, this was the back of the, not this one, but that's just got all foliage, no bells. And then it's a little concerned about what I would scrapbook. Christmas, of course, but you know, everybody's always wearing red and green and bright colors for Christmas. So I decided to do my photos black and white for this particular one. And then these two pieces, let's see, the larger piece goes over here. I was going to look and see if I actually cut them. I did cut them properly. And you'll want to just look at the foliage on there to make sure it's not upside down. Okay, this was 3/4 of an inch. This was 1/2 inch. This one was 1.25 inch. And then these pieces actually go like across here. This is Old Olive. Yeah, I think this is Old Olive. Let me read. It will tell me, the diagram will tell me 2 3/4 inches up. So from here up to 2 3/4, I will. So that's basically your page. Your page is right there. This is going to be cut and layered over here, so I'll do that in a minute. But let's go ahead. I'm going to keep it nice and clean. I need to look and see if I've ordered more of the Stampin' Seal. I mean, I've got enough to get us through today, no problem, but... All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and layer these pieces down. And you could use white cardstock for the base as well, because this is actually white. So let's just go this way first. So just some nice easy strips. You could rotate these if you wanted to. Always remember when you're using patterns, you can rotate your pages and change them up some. Allison Davis is really good at teaching. She's with Scrapbook Generation. She's wonderful at teaching how to modify your sketches. So maybe you have photos that don't quite work. So you can resize your photos and things like that. I'll go ahead and put this. Now this might be fun. You could also do some tone-on-tone stamping on here if you wanted to. I just realized there's one more piece that I gotta cut. I kind of got sidetracked, I think. What close to my heart would have called like zip strips. So there's like gonna be a 1/2 inch by 12. What'd I say? 2 3/4. Just line that up on either side. So we're gonna have to figure out a piece that I want to go right up here. All right, so I've got to do these. So after we get this down, it really just comes down to embellishing. So I do have my title cut already, and then some things up here I've got cut. So if I'm kind of hoping I might can go toward the end of, I can start working on it now, but toward the end of July, I'm hoping I'll have a new scrapbook guide to share with you with these pages. So since I already kind of have the base of it done, I already have a workshop done. If I just kind of follow along with it, just using different papers, then I can share that with y'all. All right. So there's the basis of our layout. Then I've got this piece that I'm going to dovetail. It's going to kind of blend in over here just a little bit, but I think that's fine because it's got dark enough. And then we're going to have photos that are going to go on top of it anyhow. So let me find my scissors, and we will, this was 3 inches. So I could just go at the 1.5 inch right here, kind of line it up. Maybe go up like 3/4 of an inch. Okay. And then from one corner to the top of there. And if it helps, you can use bigger scissors. I almost grabbed them, but I think I did just fine there. So that's one way to do your dovetails. That's what we've called them with Close to My Heart for I don't know how long. I'm trying to remember what someone called them, chicken beaks, I think, something like that. The other day I heard someone, the kitchen table stamper, I think is who it was. I thought, well, that's interesting. So I think I'm going to stick with dovetail though. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and lay this down. It's kind of hard to cover up this pretty foil, but remember, you have lots of paper. And it's showing that I will position it 7/8 of an inch from this edge. So that would be approximately, there's like 1/8, 3/8, 5/8, and 7/8. So it's just barely, oops, I need to bring it up a little higher. It's about 1/2 inch top to and bottom. And then it's just barely going to overlap right over here. So if you wanted to bring in some darker color, I could have done like maybe Mossy Meadow in that too. Let me kind of show you what I've got. If you wanted it a lot darker, you could, but I chose to do the pattern paper. Okay, so next Good morning, Charisse. I just scrolled and saw your comment. Let's see, I don't know what that does. Ah, there we go. I'm just trying something. Look, Lisa, that paper is so pretty. I'm still trying to learn my program, but you can actually, I think it only stays there for 10 seconds. Let's find out and see. So, if not, yep, there we go. I think I set that and wasn't sure what I was doing, but it's just kind of something fun. All right, so let's do our photos because I think we have all our paper down, and then we'll just be doing embellishing. So again, I'm going to use my placeholder cards, and I'll kind of show you where I would put these two, but for now we're just going to lightly tack these down so they go like right in here. Kind of looking to see, does it go all the way? Could do it, line it up right with that maybe. We'll see. I may have to move it over a little bit. Oh, there's plenty of room. Okay. So these photos over here are all portrait, and then these are all landscape over here. So let's see. I'm going to kind of position. Actually, I'm going to do this one first so I can get the same width here. And it's actually kind of centered. I'm going to just hold that there for a minute. It's kind of centered in here. So again, I'm just trying to get the same width about. And then this one can just center in the middle of both. Thought I was going to sneeze. Okay, so that's where our photos are going to be over here. Now let's do this one. These. We'll start with these. Again, 3x4s that are landscape. I'm going to do the center one probably first. Maybe. I'm looking at measurements. Let's start with this one up here because it's telling me 3/8 of an inch from this piece right here. So I'm just going to kind of guesstimate like right about there. And I think it's centered. Let me double check. Yeah. And then we'll just work our way down. I just kind of do that so it's not super sticky and I can pull it up when I'm ready to put my photo on. We got about 1/4 of an inch between the photos. All the way down. Okay, so it's just kind of like a banner that's holding photos on it. Then these over here are going to be landscape as well. And it's going to come all the way up here to about 1/2 inch, about the same height. Well, this says 3/4 of an inch. So I don't know that that was really 3/4 of an inch, but. And then we're going to overlap. We're going to get pretty close to these photos over here. So then we have a nice little bit of white space right there. And then these are, again, about 1/4 inch right there. And you have some journaling over here. I was going to look at I didn't remember what I did with I think with my journaling, I ended up just doing, I think I did smaller photos too. I didn't do as big of photos, but maybe I did. I was kind of looking to see. I think I did higher. But anyways, I did my journaling right down in here just with strip journaling, where I printed on cardstock, cut it in like 1/4 inch strips, and then do it down here. They have where you could do another block down here if you wanted to. I didn't really care for that because it just got to be too blocky. So, but I mean, you could totally just do your journaling right in here in this white area, whether you handwrite it or you use some of that label paper where you can label sheets where you print it out and then lay it on top of there. So might do that. Cats and kittens are going crazy in the living room, but that's good that they're over there today. All right, I think I finished up my coffee finally. I am going to meet, I got to make this fairly quick because I've got to meet Jeff for lunch today. So let me find my screen. There we go. Okay. So just, you can kind of see that, like, these photos will go here. I do like the black and white on this. I'll probably do this picture of the kids. And then we'll see what other photos I have. Food and present opening and stuff like that. So I'll finish that up later today and then share my finished pages with you. All right, so let's get to doing some embellishing. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a banner up here or not because I think this is going to take most of it. I'm going to have to overlap, I think, a little bit. We'll see. So there we've got Merry Christmas. We could do a little banner like right here. So that's kind of, these are 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 squares. So on my original page, I had them going all the way across, but I think I can get away with just doing like a little, maybe trim out a few, or stamp maybe of 1 or 2 bells. Either go this way or probably this way. We'll see. So I'm going to just do, or maybe I'll do just 1 bell. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and cut this. Just have it ready just in case. So it just adds a little bit more to this area up here. So we'll come back to that in a minute. And I've got different, so this garden green is really interesting and pretty in this collection. And I'm still probably going to have to cut a few more things. I'm going to see if I can get a smaller picture of my page so I can kind of reference it a little bit. Give me 1 second. I want to see if I can put it over top of my, I don't know that I can. It'd be awesome if I could. I don't think I can. Okay, let me just look. Okay, so I've got like a banner, the big title here. I had a cluster down here. I'm just going to lay like 1 of each for right now. Here, and then there was a cluster up here. So I'm definitely going to have to cut some more things out. And then on the next page, we just had some clusters and things over here. So don't really have, and that may be where I bring in those labels to tuck and add some more things. So we're going to do some die cutting. Let me clear some of this out of the way. And again, I don't know if I want, let me get my stamp set out. So I've got the stamps plus the dies. So let me pull those out so we can kind of look and see what we want to do. And then I totally could do a few of these around, kind of depending on, they're all kind of different. So you could put a message there, maybe something tiny up here, and then something bigger over here. Word-wise, let's see what we could do. Because we've got Merry Christmas. It's the most wonderful time of the year. That's a good one. And then we've got, may your holiday season be filled with warmth and cheerful celebrations. Of course, this one's specifically made for card making, but let's see how we can put, let me see what's, let me look and see what this one would fit in. This is the most wonderful time of the year. Don't know if it'll fit in there. Not quite, so I think we're going to have to do a little bit bigger, which is either really big like that or this one, I think. I think I want it to be on a, I don't even know if that one's going to work. I think it's going to work more on a bigger one here. And then get in the, got that or this. What about if it's going like this? It's still not really going to fit. I'm kind of wondering and thinking, what if you did like a circle over top of that? I could do that. I think I might like that. You could put it off to the side here, then have some of this going off. So there's a thought, because I think this is going to be too big over here. So maybe I can find a circle that I'll do this in a color in a pattern paper and then do white. And then over here, let's see what else we got. We can do, I feel like this is a good size, but let's see what we can put in it. We've got, oh, wishing you a, we've already got Merry Christmas up there. To you and yours, just even something like that might be neat. You got the season's greetings, Merry Christmas. You could put, and Happy New Year. May your holiday season be filled with, it's all one stamp, I think. So that's going to be this big one right here. And that's going to have to be on a big tag. Just trying to see what I could put. We got happy. We could just do happy holidays maybe in there. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. I think I might do that over here. It's the most wonderful time of the year. And then I'm not sure if I will put, I think I'll put a label up here, but maybe not any words. I'm not sure. So let's look and see. Okay, let's get busy and just make it happen. So I need a circle die. So one of my favorites that just kind of goes with everything is the Stylish Shapes dies. I think we can make this work. Forget that there's two. Is there? I'm trying to remember. I can't. Maybe not. Just kind of looking to see what. Oh. So I got these free when I ordered my last Stampin' Storage sets. All right, so maybe like, may have to be bigger. That might be just about the right size. Well, it's still got to be a little bit bigger, so it's gonna have to be this size. So I think it's gonna have to go like this. It's gonna overlap, so just a little bit of that will show, but then that'll fit in there just perfect. So let's do that. And then we'll get that cut. Let me find one more little something up here. Do I want, maybe I'll do that. I think I'll do this up here, because then I can just write in like maybe the date, or I'll put something up here. I could do Fredericksburg, Texas. I could do whatever. I could do anything. And then, so that'll give us 1, 2, 3 labels. I do need some more. I want to show you how to cut more of that paper out. So over here, and I might do just the bells, stamping the bells. Sorry, I can't seem to get that off. There we go. So I've got to cut that, and I think one more of those pieces right there. And then let's pull out the bells as well, because I think we'll do that. I think that's it for stamping wise. We'll do stamping on that. Put that back in here. Okay, so we'll pull that over here in just a second. Let me find that paper that I already worked on. So we'll be cutting some of this stuff out. And I think I need some, I'm trying to decide, I think I'm just going to do white as far as the cardstock goes. So give me a second while I dig out a little bit of white from my stash over here. Pretty sure I had some. Yep. Okay, so I've got some white. That's what we'll cut this out with. I got to do a little bit of stamping so I can cut those out. And then these, are these just going to be, that's probably going to be white. So I'm kind of deciding what I'm going to do here. Let's just go ahead and cut these out. I think I can stamp them after. And then this one, that's going to have a little white. Layering wise, I think I'll do this white so I can stamp something on it. I might bring in one more tag to see what I can maybe I'll do one in white and then one in a pattern and offset them just a little bit. I think that's what I'll do. Okay, so here we go. Let me move all this out of the way a little bit. I got to bring in my let me do that. I need these. And we're just going to rearrange a little bit. We're going to layer that on top of there. And bring in my stamp and cut and emboss. Okay. And I think I have the pieces that I need here. So we got 1, 2, and then 2 of the 3s. Is anyone still with me? Okay, so let's line that up. I'm going to flip this around. So you want to remember to flip your plates back and forth. Kind of use both sides. If they start to warp some, got a little bit of warping going on. Okay, probably have to do quite a few of the bells. We'll get started with that, I think. Let's see, 1 second. I've got some overlappage, I don't want that. All right, kittens, y'all are gonna go in the pantry if y'all, whoops, still doing it. I may have to put some tape down. It's moving around a little bit. I really, really like this big machine. How's it going, pumpkin? All right, so there's that. Uh-oh. He's sitting on the keyboard. Mwah. Okay, you're going to get down. Am I still here? I think so. Oops. There we go. I love all the little stitches on these. Not all of them have them, but all right. And then he's right back up here. I think I'm done with those. Hey, mister. All right. They're all three up here, so give me 1 second, please, because I am not going to play around with y'all the whole time. Oops. Give me 1 second. I'm sticking them in the pantry. Hi, guys. It's like time to chill. I've got one more that I've got to get. He's kind of in a precarious area. I'll have to wait till he comes out to get him. All right, let's do more. Let me find out what I did with them. Bells. Let me see if I can sneak one in right there. Here he comes. Hey, Pepper. Come here. Oh, my goodness. He's messing things up. Hey, Debbie. Oh, I don't know what he just did. Just a second. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay, kittens are in the pantry. Now, Mama's, I'm not sure what she's going to want to do. If she's going to want to hang out in there with them or not. But, okay, that relieves a little bit of the stress. Alrighty. Just kind of looking. I need to look at my stamp set. So we've got a large bell and a small bell. Of course, it'd be pretty probably to have, could even do, yeah, bells there. I have two more somewhere, I think. Do them in each cluster, and then maybe over here too. So I'm going to run this through a few times to get all the bells I want. I need to sit here one day and just, I guess, run a bunch of this through. So I have lots just to grab and play with. I haven't really gotten good at doing that yet. Got a little stash. Okay, so maybe two up here. Let's do a few more. I'm in my lap right now. I've got everything in my lap. Okay, so then on the other side, that may be, let me do two more because of the banner that I might do. We'll see. And that'll be it. That's all I'll need, I think. We'll go through the opposite direction this time. I think it's just good to switch your plates around like that to keep them flat and not get too warped. All right, so I think we've got all that good. So I cut quite a few things out of that right there. And then I'm gonna have to cut this down just a tiny bit more. And the way I like to do that is just take my scissors and I'm gonna go around and this way I am able to get lots of these cut out. So I need a couple of those. I may have to go through more than once. They're so close together, sometimes you can't do excuse me, them all at the same time. I'll put this over here so you can see what I'm doing. And I haven't tried to use any of the vellum today. I don't know that I will. I do have some tape that I pulled over here. So line this up. Just keep kind of maneuvering it around until I think it's pretty lined up. And then this one, let's see if I can, I think I can get this one done at the same time. Just want the stem lined up, and then I'm just kind of trying to look around the edges to see that it's on there good, and then need to be able to move it. I might have it stuck to the thing just a little bit. And again, we could be cutting these same images out of the vellum if we wanted to, but I don't think I'll do that today. There is one image that I might do out of, so it would be similar to that card that I made. We'll see. And then just gently, this is Post-it tape. Just get it on Amazon. 1 inch wide. So it works great. All right, I think I'm done with all of these. I think all I need now is this one. Well, and maybe, I think I am gonna do this in a pattern. So maybe this, or it'd probably look really good with that pattern. So let me find it in my stash. So I still need this out. Let me find that pattern over here. So this is the one we did that long banner out of. So I think I'll do it because it'll add some extra color. I don't think I have a big piece. So I'm going to do this at like maybe just 4 inches. Remember, I still have a whole nother sheet of this in my stash, so I can do lots of things with it. I think that's going to be perfect. I'm going to do both of these out of this because that'll give a triangle effect, I think, and add a little bit more color and texture. Second, I'm looking for my other clear plate. Give me a second. It's underneath here, that's why. I'm not sure what I did with it. The static is crazy. So it just dawned on me. Hello, Paula. Thanks for joining me and commenting. Lisa, how are y'all doing with the hurricane? I think Lisa's right in the line of it up north of Houston, I think. Am I correct in that? We actually just dropped our stepson, my stepson, Jeff's adoptive son, Kyle, off to his grandparents who are in Cleveland. So he's with them right now in the middle of all this mess. So, all right, so I have those 2 pieces, and all these create tags, so you can make them into tags. If they show, I may add some linen or something. Do you need to go in there and hang out with them, Noelle? 1 second. Okay. Now she'll probably start scratching on the door here in a minute, but okay. So I think those are all my pieces I need cut out. So we can put put this away for now. If we need it again, we'll pull it out. But it may just about be ready. All right, let's figure out where all these pieces go again. And let me get straight on here again, I think. It's pretty close. So I'm going to stamp this on here. This piece is going to go underneath here, I think, like that. Ish. And then I'm thinking I'll do something kind of like that as an embellishment down here. Just kind of lay these out for, just put them in the right areas. And then we'll figure out how this is all gonna work. It's got bells. Noelle's being the difficult one now. Let me see where all my bells are gonna go. So I think it might be fun to have them kind of overlapping right here. And this will overlap the photo a little bit. I'm going to, I think, do the same thing kind of up on each one of these clusters too, somehow. Okay, I think I'm gonna like that, and then I even can do one like right in here somewhere, maybe kind of like this. All right, so now it's stamping time. Here we go. Bring in my stamp set. So here it is. Pull that thin layer off. Okay. I do need to look and see. I'm not sure color-wise. I'm going to do my, I was like, I don't have any type of gold. So it's going to be kind of a, more brownish, I think. They used, let me look at some samples real quick. Oh, well, you can, well, that's funny. You look down here and it looks like pecan pie. It's actually gold foil. So I don't think I want to try to attempt any heat embossing, but you could do that. So I think I'll just do tone on tone. And then for this garden green, I think I don't want to bring too much of it in really. I think I like just sticking with these three colors. So I think I'll do, since I have the dark, I'm going to do the old olive for the words. So let's work on that right now. And I have not used this yet, so let me dig something out over here. I have a silicone mat. Make sure it's clean. I don't have my glass mat out today, so we'll stamp right over top of that maybe. I have a little bit of black something on there. I know, Noelle. Life is so difficult. Give me 1 second. It's the most wonderful time of the year. So we can do, I think, that. See how this stamps. Again, this is on one of those stylish shape dies. I think it's going to fit on there just perfect. Okay, love it. And then do I want, trying to decide how I want to, if I bring it down just a smidge, I could do some type of twine or ribbon through there, which I think I like. I'm going to use some foam squares to put this on. So I'll just do them right down the center here. So tell me what y'all have been creating lately, recently, over the weekend. Did y'all have a long holiday weekend? Did you get any crafting in? Let's see, do it about like, so just a little bit of that is going to be showing. Gives it a little bit of dimension. I think I'm gonna, since I've got, what did I decide I was gonna stamp on here? I need that other stamp set. I think I decided Happy Holidays. It's 2 words in here. Happy, could either do Happy Holidays. I could do 2 different fonts actually. So let's do Holidays. Oops, in this one's just hard to read and find what you want. Holidays right here. So I'll stamp this first and then I'll do it in the regular font, whatever that will be. Got some stamps that I haven't put away. I'm gonna have to do that. And that one got ink all over my fingers. I'll do it more over this side. Okay. Give me 1 second. I always forget to get my chamois wet. So I'm just cleaning my stamps with my chamois. I just like to hold it in my hand. I like this. I took the big piece that came with my glass mat and cut it into 4ths, I believe. And I really like this because I can hold it and get into the crevices to make sure I get my stamp clean. All right, and then once I use my stamp for the first time, especially on these kind of stamps, I like to then adhere them right to the case. Okay, that was Holidays. I think that goes over here. I see a little bit of ink still in there. Make sure that's clean. And let me find Happy. There's Happy. So remember for your stamp sets to use whatever, I mean, you can use some of these sentiments for all kinds of occasions. And FYI, if you haven't heard me say this yet, there is another stamp set in our online exclusives that is similar to this one called Everyday Greetings, and it coordinates and will work with these tags. And so it has anniversary, congratulations, happy birthday. So these 2 stamp sets are really great to have. And then they can kind of work together, I think, too. Like this Happy could go with the birthday that's over there. All right, I don't know if I want it there, or I think I'll put it right up here on top. because if I have Merry Christmas, I can also, there's an and sign in here. So let me do, is that the ampersand? I don't remember if that's what it's called. Then I can go ahead and put that on my carrier, on my case, line it up-ish. Then that, there's two different type of ands actually. So there's like this one, well no, there's this one and this one over here. I've also got a to and from. All right, that I need a small. It will go just like right there. I think that'll work. So Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. What else? Don't think I'm going to put anything, I don't even think there's like a message that would fit on this one. So this is where I'll write something in, or I might even run it through my printer and put the black wells or something like that. Of course, Bevan was here this summer, so it might have to be the Blackwells and Bevan, or or just the date. I'm looking to see, don't think I need anything else from here. So this is going to go over here. Now let's figure out our, I guess it's just two-step stamping. There's the large stamp, the large bell, base, and then the outline. Then we've got the small one with the outline. So I'm thinking I can just stamp off, because I don't have, give me 1 second, I might do a different color. I could do like crumb cake, or possibly, let me see if I can find it. I also just got basic beige. I was calling it just beige the other day. But how about we try this first? I think that might work. So we'll do the base in the crumb cake. Like a bug, where that came from. And then we'll do this one. And we'll need to do it. Let's do all the large ones first. Make it simple. And all the small ones. I think that's it. So 5 total, I think. Sorry. So this, again, this is a silicone matte. I always forget I don't have to press quite as hard on these. But I do feel like it's going to be spotty, so give me a second, because I'm going to season my stamp. I'm just rubbing it on my hand just to get any of the manufacturing oils off. Kind of helped. Maybe more of the ink pad. Okay, we'll see. I think that's going to dry a lot lighter, because that is the crumb cake. So we'll just stamp all these first. And this is how we're going to do it. I'm not going to do any more experimenting. So you really just have to lay your stamp on. You don't have to hardly press at all with the Stampin' Up ink pads. Just kind of lay it on there and it picks up the color. It's the pad, I think, that's mostly different. It's more of a foam pad, and I think Close to My Heart's was more of a linen style pad. All right, so I think I'm done with that one. And I'm going to go ahead and just, so we'll see what they look like. Do the pecan pie with the outline. And I'm gonna have to get in here to kind of look at it. Trying to decide where I need to line it up at exactly. We'll see. I may be off just a tiny bit on that one. Not too bad. I think that's gonna work. How are we? I'm gonna have to wrap it up pretty quick so I can, once we get the stamping done, it's all gonna come together pretty quick. So we're getting close to the end. Because I still gotta clean up a little bit so I can go meet Jeff. All right, so there's that one, and then let's do the smaller ones real quick. And then I think it's, yeah, all gonna come together pretty quick after that. So these are the small. I'm just making sure I don't have stuff on my hands. Let me get that out of the way. I should have 5 of those as well. And we're gonna change that out and do the crumb cake is the color that I'm using for the base. And if you really wanted to get serious, you could have, well, I don't know if you could gold emboss it. You'd have to gold emboss the outline. And so it ended up looking a little bit different than this, I think. And I don't know if Stampin' Up has, I haven't looked to see if they have like a gold ink pad of any kind, but there may be a way you could do, maybe do the beige and then do the outline with gold embossing. I might just have to play with that a little bit and see. Clean. I'm just putting those back on the carrier sheet. We can put that crumb cake away. Bring back in the pecan pie. And I'm really just trying to line up this portion right here to the bottom of the bell that's inked. I think that gets it pretty close to where it's supposed to be on here. And there are all our bells. So let's finish this up. Okay, over here, big, small, big, small, big, small. All right, first thing I'm going to do is put my title down. I am just going to adhere it right to the page and kind of see where I need that to be. I could overlap it just a tiny bit, but might just bring it over that way. Okay, I'm going to put this down. Tweezers, they are my new best friend. They just really help. Once I get this going, I'm just going to put little dots a couple of places. So this is starting my second month of doing my lives again. And I think just with all the chaos of the cats and the kid, I'm just going to say kid. Bevan hasn't been too much trouble. Kyle's been a handful this summer. So that's part of the reason why he went to go visit grandparents. All right, that's enough, Noelle. Sorry about that. If y'all can hear her in the background. She doesn't like being cooped up in the... May have to just let her out. Kittens don't mind too much usually. And it's probably about their nap time. So anyhow, Kyle has, just if y'all aren't aware, he has autism and just kind of very high functioning autism. All right. I guess it's okay. I really don't want to layer it onto there. Just a second. I wasn't thinking. Because I put some... I'll go ahead. I'll figure it out when I'm ready to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and layer it on here. So he's high functioning autism, been diagnosed with like an unspecified mood disorder along with oppositional, did I say that? Oppositional defiance disorder and ADHD. So he can be a handful sometimes. He can be a good kid, but he's really been testing my patience lately. So that's added to a lot of my stress. Along with changing companies from Close to My Heart to Stampin Up. Then just this week finding out about the makeup company that I work for. They're discontinuing, getting rid of their team building portion. So that's been really sad to have to deal with. So I've built a team with them. That's going to go up here. And come October 1st, those ladies are not going to be on my team anymore. We'll just all be affiliates. They're going to an affiliate program. So I think I want it behind. Something like this. Let me find out how I want it to look real quick. So that's been disheartening. Okay, so that's kind of what I think I'm going to go for. I think I'm going to just layer these down. See how far I want to. I'm going to pop this up. So it's been a rough 2024 figuring all that out now. I do believe that the whole transition with Close to My Heart to Stampin Up might be one of those blessings in disguise, since Saint just shared that, pulled out that source of income that will be disappearing in October. Now we can still sell the product just like we always have. So something kind of like that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to let the cat out. Just the mama. Hopefully she won't be too loud. And so I think I'm going to lay all these over kind of on top. I kind of want maybe kind of like that. I think that'll be pretty. So more, I think I have a bunch. So I'm glad I decided to put a lot more effort into to do these lives, and kind of like a fresh start with Stampin' Up is what I decided to look at it as. I think right there too, because I absolutely love doing this. I like the technology part of it, the social media part of it. I love the creating. I'm gonna put it out like that. And then do I want it like that or like this? Let's see here. I think like that, because that's too much olive green on olive. Old olive is what it is. Old olive. And I'll just, so I'm just using up all my dimensionals here. So I need them further out like this. Let's see if that's probably about all I need. So anyhow, I can still sell the makeup. It's just going to be more like an affiliate program. So it's not like it's completely going out of business or anything. It's just shifting its compensation plan and kind of its structure. So, but it was just unexpected. Nobody knew that it was going to happen. So it's been pretty devastating for a lot of artists, especially those that rely on that income. It's been really sad. And I've been working towards a goal, so that's going to kind of derail that. But I'm, again, shifting my focus to Stampin' Up, building a nice little team of Stampin' Up demonstrators. Lisa's one of them that was on here earlier. I guess maybe she still is. So we've got a nice little team starting, growing. All right, so I might do a little bit of ribbon or something right there, but that's how I'm going to kind of do all of these real quick. So now that I've got it kind of figured out, I can do, I think that will, there's a lot going on right there. So I don't know, I may need to shift this over a little bit more. I don't know where I would hang these off of. I don't want them just floating there. We can look and see. Don't know if I'll put anything over here or not. I could do, so I like the little one on top of the big one. Don't know if I want just one or maybe I want like two. And let's see. So I don't really want to layer these so much on top. I want it, it needs to shift over here just a little bit. So let's see. And I don't even know if I'll do that. Like that banner. I mean, yeah, these up here. I don't know that I'll do these. What if I did it? Maybe something like that. Maybe up higher. May have to go even up here. Just playing around a little bit, see how I can make this work. Maybe like right up in here. I want that in the back, I think, but don't know if I can make this work up here. I think I like it. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Let's see here. Maybe more toward the end of this instead. Like that could just kind of be out there. I'll come back to that and we'll see. Because I think I can create this over here a lot easier. We'll see what's going to happen with all of that. That's the one I'm struggling with right now. Okay, let's do this. And then I think it's just really, I mean, this one should be pretty easy. Could even like put these underneath. And kind of right in there. Okay, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put just some glue, look how pretty that is, on this side so I can tuck everything in. And it's not hitting the picture, I don't think. I'll do this one. That works. I think I want that one up above. I may regret gluing these down once I and I'm not leaving a lot of room for journaling, but I'll figure something out. Can always do a flip flap or make one of these a journaling spot instead. So since this is bigger, I'm going to put it on the outside. Do I want it? Don't know if I want them out like that. I think I'll do them something kind of similar to that. That I didn't actually put down yet. Oh, because of the, yeah, I might, let me see what, I don't have like any real thin, I've got this gold. Could just do like little knots maybe. Or bows. Let me do a bow real quick. Let's see what that looks like. Oops, I need a little bit more room there. We'll do a bow. One side is, this is the only thing I kind of struggle with this ribbon. I gotta flip it. Let me see here for a second. It's gold on one side and then kind of a, there we go, I guess that's it. And then it's got some, you can see a little bit of white on the other side. So that means you kind of have to twist it funny, and it might kind of look funny. I'm gonna go, oops. I think I might just do that. This is the other thing that you could do. Let's see. Could just do a little knot if you wanted to. I'm just doing a couple of different little looks so we can figure out what I like. You could knot it like that. That's kind of boring. And let's do a little more with the ribbon. So when I push it up that way, I've got to maneuver it so the gold shows and not so much the, I'm not sure where. It's so funny, I don't know where that piece actually. Is that it? Yeah. Just trying to finagle it the way I want it, but it's not really working this time. I got this one, I think, really twisted up. Give me a second. Let's see. Maybe better that way. There we go. I think I got it all. So let's just do 3 of them. And then that'll pretty much wrap it up. I have to, or we'll put a, whoops, sorry, a few little of those adhesive backed pieces. All right, there we go with that. We'll have that over there. All right, let's just wrap it up. Let's see. I think I'm going to need a little bit of dots, dimensional, Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm just gonna remember the names of them. So funny. Okay, I'm gonna just put it up high. Put 2 of them on here. This is gonna be on the bottom. Do one out like that. Actually might need one more because it's like double. So I'm doubling it up right there because I did dimensionals on that too. I don't know if I need one on this because I'm just going to glue it, I think, right there. Because I don't want to cover up. I could probably do it right there. Guess we'll see. That works. And glue dots. I'm just going to use one, but I may have to come back and use another one later, depending on how it. Just kind of position it so you can still read what it says. But, okay, I'm liking my clusters. I'm just going to kind of do this like I have it sitting there. Just make it work. So maybe coming down like right there. I want this one over here a little bit more. second. I'm going to move that over just a tiny bit. There we go. I didn't want to put this right on top of that one over there. I think I'm going to dot that, put that up. So I'm going to do half. I think that's all that's going to fit on there. Yep. And since I'm putting this on the page already, I will probably print out on my clear label and just layer it on top of there. I can make the font pretty small, and I don't know that I could get 2 lines of something on there, but even if it's just one, and like put the date, the year and the date or something like that. So I think I'm going to stick it like about right. Don't want it up or over. I think I want it over, just barely. Okay, then we can layer these over top. Let's keep them down toward the bottom. The Stampin' Dimensionals, that one just probably needs 1. Maybe not even, because it's going to overlap a little bit. I'm going to do it over here, I think. Okay, we're almost done. Home stretch. Just have to put this one over here together. Okay, I think I'll do it this way. Then now I know I can print my photos so that they're down far enough. And then that can just kind of go like right there, I guess. Alrighty. One last cluster to finish. It's almost done. Just didn't quite. I think I want it just right there under. I think I'm not even going to. Actually, I guess I will. I can still tuck it under. This one needs to be on the bottom though, kind of like this. And we'll just let them kind of go in out. Hope that doesn't look silly out like that, but and then we'll put that bow right there at the there we go. All right, this was the season of green and gold. Sweet. Let me decide if I have another set of embellishments that are more of the pecan pie that I've been using. Because I don't really want to bring, I don't think I want to bring any red in this. I could do and then I don't know if the white's gonna, or clear pearl is what it's called. One second, trying to get these out of here. I put 2 sets of these in here. These are little, what do they call them? Passport pockets. Sometimes they're hard to get out of here once you get them in here. Well, I don't know if I can get them out. Of course, I did shove 2 of them in here this time, so that's part of the problem. There, got them. So, let's see here. Do I want... I don't know, the pearls might be pretty. Let me grab these others real quick and see if I prefer them. Give me 1 second while I look to see. I used, I've got those. Kind of feel like those are going to be nicer. Really, really like this color. I think I'll just add a bunch. So 1 of each size. And then, I don't know if I want anything over here. I feel like I need something over here, but I just don't know what it would be. So, I think the title's just gonna be like that. So, I've got those. Don't really want to put it on the photo, so maybe like up here. I think I'll just do right there. All right, again, this was Sounds of Green and Gold. I didn't use any of the vellum, but that is part of the collection. I said there, I think there, and but if you do the whole bundle, you'll get all the stamp sets I used, plus the paper, the vellum, the dies. It's really an awesome collection. All right, there we have it. I didn't do any ribbon right there or anything. So, oh well, I think it is just what it is. I'm just going to leave it. All right, and then I still have a little place I could do a little bit of journaling, but I'll probably use one of these squares right here. One of these on the bottom, probably. So I've got my 3 clusters. I always try to make sure you have an odd number of clusters wherever they go, and then just build them up and make them full and fluffy, I guess is the word. Again, I don't even know what I did with my photos. They're hiding over here somewhere, but I'm going to use black and white photos on here. I'll complete my finished page and share it this afternoon. So if you have any questions about this, let me know. Don't forget that with a $50 purchase, or every $50 you spend through my Stampin' Up website, you will be able to, you will earn bonus. These are called bonus days in July. So you'll earn $5 in bonus cash that you'll receive a certificate through the email, and then you can accumulate those 5, 10, 15, 20, however much you spend in the month of July. You will be able to redeem those in August. So great deal. I love all the neat little specials that Stampin' Up does for us. That's been fun because wasn't aware of any of that and just kind of surprised us with that. And then also I have my BOGO sale that's happening. if you're interested in that, just type in BOGO in the comments and I'll share the link with you. Again, thanks so much for joining me. I've got to run because it's been a long live. But that's okay. I enjoyed the process and I love the beautiful pages that came out of it. Join me on Wednesday for Story and Sketch. I'll be using the collection. I don't remember what it's called now. Let me look at it and share with you. It is the iconic imagery. It's the Iconic Celebration Suite. So this is what we'll be using, these products on Wednesday. So those will be fun. Not sure what theme I'm going to go with. And then today we used this, the Seasons of Green and Gold, where you can, I didn't use the embellishments in this collection, but this is what you get: the very vanilla satin ribbon and the cherry cobbler and pearl adhesive backs, but I used a little bit of everything else other than the vellum this time. But that card that I shared used all the products, I think. Let me show you. So look how pretty that is. Okay. All right, a beautiful collection. Happy Christmas in July. I'll see y'all, I hope, on Wednesday. So y'all have a great week. Bye.